Hey guys, this isn't a typical video of mine. I just felt like giving an example of how toxic it can be at raids, especially if you have a unique account build. The lucky player that I've chosen to feature is Lee M. I'm not sure whether the player is male or female, but Lee M sounds typically male, so that's how I'll refer to him in this video. My apologies if they happen to be the gender of their character. I contemplated whether or not I should make this video, but in the end, I thought I'd make it to give you a taste of what I've experienced. For the record, this was a long time ago. I was still new to Yakimaru and the matchmaking system. I recently had my pure application denied by Raid FC, so I looked to group matchmaking in order to get kills instead. If you don't know what Raid FC is, or you want to understand why I was rejected, I made a full video on that. In order to hold the aggression of Yakimaru, you need to either provoke it or be dealing the most damage to it. Since he was attacking jellyfish at this point in time, it seems unlikely to me that he would be the highest DPS player in the group. Which leads to my suspicion that he might have provoked Yakimaru. I cannot prove this, however, as he conveniently positioned himself far enough out of view. I'll admit that I was slow to provoke, but it took 2 seconds, not 10. Or 15 as he later claims. That's quite an exaggeration on his part. His death almost looks intentional. He called me a leech, but he's not doing more than I am sitting in Death's office. So for some reason, he thought that I decided to take on the Jelly Wrangler role when I didn't, and then ended himself in the jelly pile in order to give himself a reason to flame me. What a character. This was my 6th Yaka kill, and I only recall raiding with Liam one other time. That was an ordeal as well. So saying 10 times was a blatant lie. Now you can see the kind of people I'm up against at raids, and how hard they make it for unique account builds. You need a high level of resilience to do raids, but particularly on a defense account, expect to be flamed. I'll just be silent here and let Liam speak for himself. He sure seems to be a bit of an annoying person. I looked back on many of my old recordings, and I only could find one video where I raided with him on my alt. And this is what happened in that recording. I've combined the messages from the start of this raid for easy reading. Just pause the video. Funny thing is, he still decided to join our raid, which means he broke his own rule about not raiding with me, a reject of Raid FC. He abandoned us by leaving the instance. I know the base died. That doesn't mean give up and let everyone else die. Literally 7 people had to pay their death cost because of him. I'd never abandon my teammates. That's weak. There was a reasonable chance we would have got the kill if he had stayed. Isn't it shameful when a level 24 shows more grit and honour than a max combat rank from Raid FC? Look at him standing there, watching the chaos he caused. Is he in a position to call me a leech as he watches from the sidelines? Unfortunately, no one else stepped up to tank Durzag, so the raid fell apart. I would have solo based if I was playing on 3rd Iniquity. Of course, my team isn't happy and it feels like I've failed them, but we try again. That seems a bit hypocritical. Here's another funny clip of someone inviting him to our group, but the leader bans him immediately as they recognise the threat he posed. I bumped into him recently. He seems just as hostile. He said he hadn't died in 2,000 kills. Chronic liar he is. Well, there you have it. Toxicity at raids. I hope your experiences aren't any worse.